Short again. Not sure if they felt a niggle in their knee or that's twice in a row now. That'll be a dead ball. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Well, the bowler pulls out of the delivery. Something mustn't have felt right.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
End of the over, and a very nicely bowled one. Not much opportunity to score runs there.
A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot. Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Edge, but it drops safely. India with a strong appeal. That should be given. And gone. That's a fantastic catch.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this quality.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, and collect that one though. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Beats the field with a great shot. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Couldn't get it through the field. End of the over. 3 runs coming off it. Rajashahi, 31 for 2. Call from the Garware Pavilion end. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. What a shot. She absolutely laced that. No need to run.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Call, straight through them. Batter was late on that one.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Cuts that off well in the infield. Good bowling. Kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score. Nice solid defensive shot. Beautifully timed drive, but a smash straight into the bowler's stumps. Oh dear, the batter looks really annoyed with that one. Straight to the fielder. They've gone up here.
There to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Harman, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Wow, that's missed the lot. Reddy has finished off a tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but we'll be well pleased nevertheless. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
Massive outside edge. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Finds the fielder with that shot. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4. 6 runs added in the over. Rajashahi, 51 for 3. Ready from the Tata end.
A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Sharma coming into the attack from the Tata end. Was quick onto that in the infield. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover field.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
And that ends the power play. The captain with a bit more freedom in the field now.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely. A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
On that nicely, good defence. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Drilled that one away. This could be trouble. Dug that out well. Over. Rajashahi, 64 for 3. Doesn't beat the infield. Misses everything. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Bowled. Oh, no luck at all there on that one.
Not a bad innings. Really was starting to get the runs flowing, but cut short. Important wicket to get at this stage of the match.
The new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. Poor shot, really lucky. That's the end of the over. Brilliant bowling ensures no runs added and 1 wicket goes on the wicket column. Call from the guard. Where pavilion end. No, terrible shot. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on will collect that one though. Nice solid defensive shot. Great commitment. Edge, but it drops safely. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Core deflates the crowd there, pulls up short, and that's going to be a dead ball. Smacks that away through the gap. End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. It's a nice sweep shot, but finds the fielder at square leg. Big edge. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be four.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. I can just stand and admire that shot.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Massive outside edge. End of the over, and it's a good one for the bowling side, not letting the batters build any momentum. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
I think that's called for the front foot. Not by much, but it doesn't matter.
An effort ball and called for the front foot. At least they've got an extra ball to go for that wicket. Great shot through the gap.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft it over the boundary rope.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one though. Couldn't get it through the field. End of the over. 9 off it. Rajashahi a 79 for 4. Sharma from the Tata end. The right arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the Tata end. Cuts that off well in the infield.
Bosch watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. End of the over. 1 from it. Rajashahi are 80 for 4. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the Garware Pavilion end. Finds the fielder with that shot. They've gone up here. India having a good chat with the captain. Not sure this one is worth a review though.
Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat though. Was there a bat on it? Fielders think there was. This could be trouble.
Bosch looking quite surprised, didn't seem too worried about a reversal. Was quick onto that in the infield. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming off it. Both sides need to inject some life into this match.
It's been good bowling. Batters just haven't adjusted to the conditions tonight.
Edge, but it drops safely. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Edged, what a ball. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Edged it. Edged, unplayable. Indy with a strong appeal. That should be given. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket. It's a very frustrated person heading back to the pavilion.
Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. End of a really good over. Gets a wicket and really slowing down the scoring pace. Rana from the Garware Pavilion end. Swept away but finds the fielder. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Massive outside edge. Things have been kept relatively quiet here. Another good over comes to an end.
They've been pegged back to the point of scoring at a sort of test match rate. Extremely well bowled. Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one.
Harman, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. It's a full toss and worked off the pads nicely. Did well before. Amazing delivery. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through. A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
Rajashahi weren't given much of an opportunity there. A very tidy over. Doesn't beat the infield. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Square cut, finds point, no run. Great commitment. Four runs added there. Rajashahi, a 93 for 5.
De Klerk watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Wow, that's missed the lot. The end of a very tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be that easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted. Rana from the Garware Pavilion end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Sharma coming back on here. They've been bowling really well so far. Couldn't get it through the field. Will be pleased with their work in that over. Kept the batters under pressure very, very well. It's something they do so well.
Good batting, lovely timing. Hardly even leant on it. Was always headed for the boundary.
How will she reply? De Klerk watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Misses everything. Dropped safely.
He didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. No, terrible shot. Four runs added in the over. Rajashahi, 108 for 5. Sharma from the Tata end. Missed it. That was a chance. Everyone's gone up. Square cut, finds point, no run. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Finds the fielder with that shot. Sharma has had a pretty good over, just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. Harman, the spinner, coming into the attack. Straight to the fielder. Big edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Nice solid defensive shot. Cuts that off well in the infield. Completely done by the Yorker. Great bowling.
Got to their 50 without a lot of trouble. Unfortunately for them, the 100 wasn't to be as they head back to the dressing room.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Was quick onto that in the infield. Goes over the top with that shot. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one though. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Sharma has finished off a tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but will be well pleased nevertheless. Harman from the Garware Pavilion end. The right armour is coming into the attack from the Garware Pavilion end. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Can't get that outside the ring field. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Things have been kept relatively quiet here. Another good over comes to an end.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Really confident.
Not a bad innings, was really starting to up the run rate, but cut short, a really important wicket to get at this stage of the match.
Is coming in at number 9 for South Africa.
On that nicely, good defence. Dug that out well. End of the over. One from it. Rajashahi are 127 for 7. Massive outside edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Doesn't beat the infield. The bowler stopped short there. Maybe didn't like the feel of their approach. Second dead ball in a row. Maybe there's something wrong with their shoes. Rajashahi weren't given much of an opportunity there. A very tidy over. Sharma from the Tata end. Swept away but finds the fielder.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
I I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Square cut, finds point, no run. Over, Rajashahi are 137 for 7.
137 for 7.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder.
I think that's called for the front foot. Not by much, but that doesn't matter.
Didn't keep the foot behind the line. That could be costly with a free hit for the batter now. Couldn't get it through the field.
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. 3 runs added in that over. Rajashahi are 140 for 7. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring.
Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point chasing that.
Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off.
will she reply?
Well, the bowler pulls out of the delivery. Something mustn't have felt right. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision?
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though. Try on, watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
End of the over. 2 runs added. Rajashahi are 151 for 7. Sharma from the Tata end. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Perfectly timed.
Came forward onto the front foot and eased it away to the boundary.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Lovely cover drive straight to the extra cover fielder. Sharma has kept the pressure on in this over. Just needs to maintain the momentum going forwards. India with a massive shout. Finds the fielder with that shot. thick edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Three runs added in that over. Rajashahi, 158 for 7. Dale into the attack now from the Tata end. That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Take your pick.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. Straight to the fielder. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Huge middle, that's a monster of a shot.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous. Can she come back with a dot ball? They may have overstepped. The captain shouldn't be disappointed by the effort, just need to adjust the run-up.
We want to make use of that extra delivery. Edged. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Four runs added there. Rajashahi, 175 for 7. Dale from the Tata end. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Brilliant diving stop.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these two.
Dale has finished off a tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but will be well pleased nevertheless. Mandana, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the Garware Pavilion end. Cuts that off well in the infield. Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Smacks that away through the gap.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Can't get that outside the ring field. India needs this sort of rhythm to be maintained. A good over.
189 for 7.
Harman back into the attack.
Into the attack for India.
Gone aerial with that one. It'll land safe. Might not be four.
Saw that so early and the timing was fantastic.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Was quick onto that in the infield. What a shot, made a cracking sound off the bat. It's a slot sweep away for a maximum.
Textbook 6, timed well, under the ball, and it flew to the boundary. Awesome power.
Harmon shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Beats the field with a great shot.
Top-class innings, been playing very nicely out there and brings up the half-century.
Mandana from the Garware Pavilion end. Couldn't get it through the field. Oh, that's a peach of a delivery. As I said, best ball, top shelf.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more runs would have been better, but this has been a good innings.
8, the new batter heading out to the crease at number 10.
She's got her tail up.
Nice solid defensive shot. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Mandana sees the end of the over. A superb one it was. No runs and a wicket to show for it as well. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Well, the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Oh, whack! Pick the bones out of that. It's gone for a maximum.
That's just a textbook 6. Timed well, under the ball, and it flew to the boundary. Awesome power.
Good bowling. Kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score. Harman from the Tata end. Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Misses everything. Everyone's gone up.
First ball for the batter, coming in.
Swept away, but finds the fielder. With a huge appeal. Yeah, the keeper's really gone up, as do the surrounding fielders. They seem convinced. Could be a review coming up.
Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though. Was there a bat on it? Fielders think there was. This could be trouble.
Kaka looking quite surprised, didn't seem too worried about a reversal. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Over Rajashahi, 216 for 9.
The moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. God takes it easy and seals the win.
India get the final wicket. A brilliant bowling display to take the 10 wickets and the victory.
only one team really in it today. An exceptional display that saw a very